The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline.
Here we go.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. Here's Duncan. Out to Thompson. Here's Black. That one wide left. Left side, Leonard. The kick out to Hill. Good, and the assist goes to Malone.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
Screen by Duncan. Thompson surveying the floor. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And one thing that makes Leonard's shot so effective is the backspin. Gives him that magic touch.
Here's Roy. On the wing, Duncan. It's rebounded by Leonard. One-on-one fast break. And it's slammed in by Malone.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here's Mourning. Left side, Leonard. Over Duncan. And the shot falls short this time. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Roy. Over Hill. And another miss by Anaheim.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And here's Roy after the three-pointer from Duncan. To end the run, Roy goes in. And then Roy with the dunk.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
Here's Mourning. Yep, it counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Hill. And Leonard has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from 18. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Pass to Mourning. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 8. And here's Leonard from 3. And it's Mourning with the rebound. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The shot by Roy will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Offensive rebound. Past Wall. From outside the arc. Anaheim grabs the miss. To the right side. Here's Duncan. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front. Up by 8. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Anaheim trails by 8. Knocks it loose. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now, here's Wade. And he misses his first shot of the game. And here we go. Fast break. Granger's got it. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Granger's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Love how Nowitzki goes right up with it when he's this deep. I mean, not giving the defense any time to react.
Here's Black. Scoreless thus far. Green with the ball. And Granger picks him up defensively. And Green slams it in.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Anaheim making a switch here. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Roy with it. Now Green defending. Right side Roy. Lots of room. And David Robinson pulls it down.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And it's Nowitzki missing. Anaheim trails by 7. No good from Duncan. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
And the Admiral, David Robinson, a big-time threat to dunk it down. Can't give this 7'1" center any room down low.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Now here's Wall. Nothing on the board.
Boy, Wall giving me some evidence of that bounce, throwing it down with authority.
Pass to Roy. And here's Thompson. Rebound by Grant Hill. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition. Floats it up for Williams. Back to Leonard. Williams a screen. Leonard no luck. Anaheim trails by 9. Here's Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Just a few big steps and Duncan is there on the drive. Great stride.
For 3, Roy. The three-pointer is right on target. Roy's got 5 now.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Leonard inside. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 6.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Roy misses.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Outside Roy. To the wing on the left. Here's Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt. Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so here is Oklahoma City. Right side Wall. And it's Mourning with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Screen by Duncan. Roy. Into the lane.
How about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Black. Not 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Here's Leonard. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Pretty good awareness and pursuit by Hill that time. Doing a good job positioning himself for that offensive rebound.
On the wing, Duncan. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Roy.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
The kick out to Wall. Sinks the three-pointer. Wall's got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City.
Not lacking any confidence. When the ball hits Wall's hands, he is ready to let it fly.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Anaheim trails by 11. From past the arc. A nice shot by Black. Black's got 5 now.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you. His bread and butter.
Pass to Roy. To the wing right side. To the middle. Releases. Back to Mourning. 5 to shoot. Shot from 16. That one a little long.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A tremendous scorer with the ball in his hands. Duncan just too much for the D to handle.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Duncan, a screen. .144 left in the third. Thompson outside. Back to Mourning. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 6 points for him.
Boy, the interior game of Mourning, really strong, solid, excellent at getting quality shots in close.
McDaniel connects from three-point range. And Oklahoma City leads by 13.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Out to Duncan. Away with it. 5 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Mourning's shot is good. Mourning's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board. Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, much respect for the versatility of McDaniel. I mean, he does everything for this team. Plays with a lot of confidence, too.
Duncan at the elbow. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Back to Malone. And Malone with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Anaheim with the ball, trailing by 13. Pass to DeRozan. Off with the layup. And so here is Oklahoma City.
I love the fact Nowitzki always ready to handle the contact and punishment, especially inside.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Here's Black. On the wing, Thompson. Granger from outside. McDaniel grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Here's Nowitzki. Malone with the block.
How about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And Duncan throws it down.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Nobody near Leonard. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Reeves outside. Roy from outside drops in the tray.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And Duncan gets it to go in.
Hey, it may not make the highlight reel, but all Tim Duncan does is score points, and he makes your team a ton better.
Reeves gets the bucket.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And Mourning sends it back.
Talk about a guy who will send your shot back with some attitude. Mourning does not play.
Pass to Duncan. The three. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Anaheim trails by 14. Now here's Duncan. Rebound by Williams. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's DeRozan. Count it. Good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Timeout called, Anaheim. 1:22 left to play here in the fourth. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Malone. And here's DeRozan. And he makes that one.
You know, this is why Moses Malone's teammates like playing with him, because when they're uncovered and open, he finds them.
Oh,
yes, sir.
wow.
Yes, sir. My goodness.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
55 seconds left in the game. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Malone can't hit. Here's Wall. And he converts the layup. And Oklahoma City leads by 17.
Sometimes Wall seems just undeniable. Even the contact doesn't slow him down.
Back to Reeves. Sweet move. And the layup is up and in. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Outside DeRozan. Shoots. Robinson. It's good on the putback.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass, Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
And the first one drops. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline.
Here we go.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. Duncan right side. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our...
Down it goes!
Take that rack
What
down!
a slam!
And there's the youth, Wade jumping out of the gym.
Now, here is Mourning. Back to Roy. Pass to Black. Shot clock at 6. With the drive. And he gets the bucket.
He's a terrific two-guard. Roy with tremendous court vision.
Duncan high post. To the left side wing. Pass to Gasol. Mourning with some nice D. Here's the three. The rebound by Gasol.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
You can see the unselfishness of Tim Duncan with plays like this. He's got excellent vision for a big guy.
Knocked loose. Pass to Duncan. Great D that time from Duncan.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can.
I don't know how he was able to execute the reverse with that stingy defense that was being played there.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Yeah, Duncan having a little fun toying with the defense there. Got him to bite on the pump fake.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game. So both teams making some changes here.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Reeves into the lane.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Duncan right side. Back to Brunson. And Gasol gets it to go.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Brunson. .55 seconds left in the first. Anaheim trails by 6. For 3, Roy. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range. wanting to be a bigger threat from them.
Middleton looking it over. Good looking screen by Gasol. And it's Wade in the corner. Takes a three. Anaheim grabs the miss. Thompson for the triple. Lets it go from deep. And Anaheim with another three.
With his strong shot mechanics, these long-range shots tend to look easy for Thompson.
Brunson, good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks out front. They're up by 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Pass to Malone. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
Outside Hill. Back to Middleton. Pass to McDaniel. This one for 3. Anaheim grabs the miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. And New York making a change here. New York on D. Trailing by 2. And it's Towns penetrating. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Towns is especially dangerous when he's cutting to the rim like this. Really good mobility for a big guy.
A shot by Middleton. Wide open. Cans it from downtown.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Wall with the steal. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature. Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. It's Roy on the wing. Outside Hill. Back to Wall. Stolen by Reeves. Duncan outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Granger. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. It's back to Hill. New York moving it around. To the paint. Sabonis with the bucket.
Nice dish from McDaniel there. Good job recognizing one of his teammates was open for a clean look.
From deep, Reeves knocks down the 3-ball. Reeves has got 9.
And it's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Pass to Wade. Here's McDaniel. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Sabonis. New York needs to get off a shot. Wade for 3. McDaniel, no good. 54 seconds left here in the second. Here's Roy. Here he goes. Pass to Black. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The first one falls. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out to Duncan. Pass to Brunson. Here's Black. Buries it from 3-point range. Black's got the lead up to 4 now for Anaheim. Here's Brunson. New York, no good that time either. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Duncan. Wade with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Anaheim leads by just 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And here's Brunson. To the inside. Gasol. Duncan left side. Here's Black. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Pass to Duncan. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. And Gasol slams it in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Wade. A shot by Duncan. Nobody around. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. It's a 1-point game. Back to Black. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Anaheim shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. Both shots good from the stripe. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Out to the right wing. There's the steal. Duncan outside. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's his first foul.
Timeout, timeout.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Roy attacking. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Brunson. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. And it's Anaheim with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Fantastic defense from Gasol there. Used his reach to get the block.
And Brandon Roy with the slam.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow.
And what a beautiful move it was that he picked.
And really deep three that time. Roy's got the lead up to 4 now for Anaheim.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Brunson with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
The competitive spirit of Brunson shining through. He just had to answer that last shot.
Here's Roy, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
It's back to Hill. Anaheim grabs the miss. Roy from outside. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Brunson has it in the corner. Offensive rebound. Duncan in the corner. Outside Durant. Clock at 6. For the tie. Brunson outside. Pass to KD. And another shot. KD taking it down the lane.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
And New York making a change here. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Stolen away. Driving the lane. Stolen by Reeves. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Anaheim leading by 3. Takes it inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Black. Offline with his 3. New York trails by 5. Here's Middleton. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Pass to Malone. Back to Black. And it's sent back by Sabonis. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Some nice passing by New York here. To the wing on the left. All taking his time here. Here's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, that's an easy pass for John Wall to make. As soon as he spots his teammate wide open, he's dropping that dime on time and on target.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Duncan in the corner. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. To the middle. Here's Duncan. Here's Reeves. It's rebounded by New York.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Here's Anaheim. They lead by 1. And he commits the intentional foul. And it's Anaheim with the ball. Here's Black. Good on the triple.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
From deep, Wall. That's tipped. Pass to Wade. Pass break Anaheim. Now here's Roy. Back to Black. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots. And the pressure just doesn't get to Middleton. In fact, he embraces it, loves the opportunity to take the big shot.
To take the lead. And the layup good by Wall. And the Knicks lead by 1.
And this is why Coach trusts Wall in these situations. He has a knack for making the right play at the right time.
Roy fires from way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Here's Middleton. Pass to Wade. Shot clock at 5. And now in transition, it's Roy. Here we go. Reeves in the corner. Nails the tray.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
So both teams changing it up here. Off the inbound, Brunson. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Mourning. Money!
Mourning coming alive and nailing the big-time shot. Talk about being absolutely fearless. There it is right in front of him.
Back to Brunson. Lets the three fly. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Nerves never show through. Brunson is calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a three-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that three-point lead.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Inside, Brunson. Pass to Gasol. Back to Brunson. From the arc. Bullseye! A tremendous three to tie it up. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. And now in transition, it's Roy. Here we go. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Down low. Mourning's shot is good. Mourning's got the first basket here in overtime for Anaheim.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
And stolen by Mourning. Here's Black. Outside Roy. It's up a 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
He just makes scoring look so effortless. It's why you love watching Roy play the game.
To the middle. Pass to McDaniel. Back to Duncan. A wide open look for Gasol. Black grabs the board. Anaheim leading by 5. Stolen by Brunson. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Gasol. They get it back. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. To the paint. Duncan. Yes!
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments.
Out to Thompson. Here's Black. Good D by Wade. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
And McDaniel can jam it down now, putting his height and bounce to good use on these dunks. Well, Roy has just been sensational.
We've got a timeout call by Taylor Jenkins. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game, and he wants to be prepared. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
It's intercepted. That's an intentional foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. 19 seconds left in overtime. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Pass to Duncan. Here's Gasol. And the shot no good, a bit short. Stolen by Middleton. Off target from outside. So it's Anaheim picking up the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you